Hello, everyone, and welcome back to yet another episode of UMass Yak Back. Tonight we have a lot in store for you. We're going to be talking a little bit about Facebook. We're going to be playing a game involving some memes that are circulating, and much, much more. So stick around. Well, everyone, Mark Zuckerberg and Facebook are once again in hot water. This time for something that many of us have speculated that they do, which is data mining, or well, so to speak. To talk with me about this, I have Sean and Dylan. So could one of you just give us a brief overview on what's going on in today's news?
Yeah, for this story, this is recent. This is just like this past week, the week of the. You guys know what week it is?
Of this?
Yeah, what's this week? Yeah. Dude, what's this week? What week are we? March 12th or something?
Whatever.
All right.
Yeah, information doesn't matter.
We don't know the date, but we know the story. Anyway, so Mark Zuckerberg's getting in a lot of trouble now. People are suing him because over 50, I think it's like 50 million people's accounts and their data is being used by this company or this firm called Cambridge Analytica. And Cambridge Analytica is involved with voting stuff. People think it was for the Trump administration, but that's not really the heart of the story. The heart of the story is how did this company get 50 million people's information? And basically, it's through the third-party apps on your phone, when you especially when you log into them through Facebook, right?
Oh yeah.
So if you do that, right, if you did that between 2007 and 2014. Any of your info and and some of the data from your friends would go to that company, and that's fine, right? Facebook's okay with that in their policy. That was totally fine. What you're not supposed to be able to do, and what that guy, this Alexander Kangor guy from Cambridge Analytica, what he did was he had all that data, right? That he made an app, a stupid app, right? And 200,000 people signed up, and then more started to, and he eventually got to this web of 50 million. And what you're not supposed to do is sell that info or give that info to another company like Cambridge Analytica, which is exactly what he did. And so that was the breach technically in the terms. But people are upset now because they're wait a second, shouldn't there have been steps way before that so this dude didn't have 50 million users' information? And that's kind of where we're getting all this info. Facebook has actually gone back and they've changed their terms and whatnot, terms and services and stuff. So.
Yeah, in 2015, I think they changed it.
Yeah.
And this all happened before that, of course. But
was that an understandable summary? I know I kind of.
Yeah, no, that was good. That was very thorough.
Thanks, yeah.
That was good. But this is big news, guys. We're talking about Mark Zuckerberg here has been summoned for questioning by UK Parliament. They want to get to the bottom of this. Now, Sean, you know what the $1 million question is with all this talk? I'll tell you what it is. It's, should companies like Facebook be allowed to collect our data like this? Not should they be able to sell it, because I think most people would agree that's wrong, but should these companies, Facebook, Twitter, Google, whoever, is it moral of them to collect our data?
Well, I mean, they're basically data collection sites, so I mean, you sign up for any one of these companies. They're basically monetizing friendship when it gets down to it. So
it's a good way to put it. These companies Facebook runs. I'm sure much of their revenue comes from ads and advertisements and giving companies the information they need to specifically advertise to you. And then what's the other benefit? Why do we use Facebook? Just so we can connect with people. But they're making a ton of money off of that, and it's also this weird area where it's it's all kind of personal information about us that they're responsible for. It's a weird business. It's a very 21st century business. I don't know.
Yeah, just think about how many sums of money Facebook has made off of just relationship statuses.
Yeah, it's
just think of how many times you've seen that in a relationship. Yeah. Facebook's in a relationship with the American consumer.
Now,
and around the world.
Yeah, going down that road, the sort of devil's advocate argument for this is they're taking your data and they're using it to supply you with advertisements that are suited for you, that are tailored for you. So by that logic, isn't this a good thing? Aren't we getting shown what we want to see? through this system?
I mean, personally, I'm not really a big fan of advertisements, and I don't think they're very effective on me, but like maybe on the average like person.
That's what they all say, Sean.
I think it's an interesting point to bring up, especially because if they're targeted for you, like, oh, I'll just buy that stuff. But like, I don't think the problem is with the ads. Like, I think people can deal with the ads. Most people just have ad block anyway. So it's
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
okay. But like, I think the problem is the idea that like I'm putting a lot of information out there about me, right? And like I'm trusting this company with it. And the trust is like, I just hit the checkbox in the terms and services thing, and then basically they handle everything, right? Like,
Yeah.
I think people are just getting to the point now where we're becoming a lot more concerned about where this information is actually going. Like, I know a lot of the people suing, like part of this lawsuit, or like preparing to sue, are like media or like tech people who are like they're in the field, and they're thinking about these things, like, where is all my data going? What can these people do with it? And like how that might be dangerous in the future, I think. So.
Yeah. Now, how concerned are you two about this? I mean, I know there's trending on Twitter. There's the hashtag quit Facebook or something like that. Delete Facebook.
Wow.
Are you guys taking it to that length? Are you that worried about your privacy? There are many people who are, of course, and there are many people who aren't.
No, like I'm very aware of my privacy. And like I'd say unlike maybe Twitter, like I post more on like Twitter, like Snapchat, like with my friends, and like Facebook. Facebook I use, like I think a lot of people use it just like to connect to like friends, family, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But I mean, for people who like actively use it and post about their lives, I mean, Facebook is basically, they're just taking screenshots of your intimate, like personal information, like posted on Reddit, and like it's going viral now, so.
Yeah, well, I don't know if Facebook's doing all that.
I don't post, like, I don't have a lot of information out there on Facebook, but like, I don't know. The idea that like people are doing stuff with it that I'm not necessarily giving them clearance for is like, it's not a very comforting thought. I don't like that. Like, if like people ask me to quit Facebook and like there was a good enough reason, like right now I don't feel too afraid, but like, if like a more dramatic event happened or something where I actually, something a lot more threatening to me, then yeah, I'd quit it. But I wouldn't have too much of a problem doing that either, you know? So.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, it remains to be seen if Facebook is alone in this data mining. We don't know if Twitter, Snapchat might be looking at every photo you take.
Oh,
geez.
you know they are.
But hopefully not, right? That's all we can hope for. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with something real good. Welcome, everybody, to the very first gaming segment here on UMass Yakback. To talk with me about a very exciting game as of recent called Fortnite, I have Dylan and Connor. So, you guys play Fortnite, yes?
Yes.
Yep, it's true.
Connor, I believe you were playing Fortnite and you were late to the show tonight.
I
is
was.
that correct?
That is, yes.
Start us off on our first. For anyone who doesn't know what Fortnite is, why don't you give us a little brief summary of it?
So, if you don't know the concept, it's like essentially like the Hunger Games. So there's 100 players who are dropped into a like an open battlefield, and they kind of just fight to the death. And yeah, that's that. I was late because I got a squad win on the way here.
Nice,
right
congratulations.
Thank you.
All right,
Yeah.
that's good. All right, so
I don't get a lot of those.
that's a valid reason to be late, I think, to a work thing, appointment. I don't know what to call this.
Yeah. So Dylan, you play Fortnite as well.
I do, yeah. I think it's I play Fortnite and I play a little PUBG, which is
wow.
it's a very similar. Yeah, it's like similar but like different in that it's like the same type of game, same like Hunger Games-esque like battle royale type thing, but it's like a lot more. I don't know. I guess it's hard to describe. Like I guess everything is like a little bit more like stilted and like heavier. Kind of feels like you're playing GTA, whereas like if you play Fortnite, it's more like jumpy, kind of like you have a little bit more control. It's like a little bit. I think it's and like there's crafting and stuff in Fortnite too. Like you can build walls.
Oh, you can't build in PUBG.
You can't build in PUBG. No.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Now, just to make it clear to everyone, the reason we're talking about this is because this game is blowing up.
Big.
This game is huge. Here it says, as of February, they had, at any given time, there were over 3 million users playing in any instant. That is insane. And, I mean, even you go on the website Twitch TV, which is where people can live stream themselves playing game. There's people who are getting 100,000 viewers just to watch someone play Fortnite. Do you guys know anything about that? A Twitch streamer named Ninja streamed with rapper Drake, and it basically
I have seen
broke
that,
the internet, for
I
lack
didn't
of a
see
better
that.
phrase.
Yeah, that was pretty fun. Apparently, that guy makes something crazy like $500,000 a month just by playing a video game.
Yeah,
He's-
absolutely.
To be fair though, if you watch him play, he like always wins. He's so good. He is so
Yeah,
good.
he really
It blows my mind. I'm just amazed. Like I don't know if he deserves to be making that much money, but like he's good. He's elite. He's elite in the game.
Yeah, for me, I play it with my brother when I visit back home, and it's frustrating because now it's been out long enough and it's popular enough that people have gotten so good at it.
Yeah.
And me, who I only play it when I go home, so there's like I'm
No
just way
contest.
behind. There's no
Yeah.
way I'll ever win a match of it probably. But do you guys think that this is just a fad, or do you think this game is going? When is this craze going to end?
That's a good question. I think it's definitely a fad. It's just a question of how long. You know,
Yeah.
I'm really impressed with how long it's been. Honestly, it's been pretty popular for like 6 months now. is it?
Yeah, it's definitely. I don't think it's been a year yet, but it's been like 6 months. I think you're right. Because like all these battle royale games started getting really popular at a certain point, and then Fortnite kind of came. I actually didn't know it wasn't. They didn't have battle royale before in this game. It was like its own thing. Did you know
Yeah,
that? I didn't know
yeah.
that. And it was like
That's crazy to me,
It was
yeah.
like a survival, like kind of like horde game. Like you fight against like zombies and you made like traps and stuff. And then they like updated it and then added this battle royale mode. Like I don't know. It's really
Just
interesting.
handed it out for free on the
Yeah.
side, and
it blew up.
and it blew up.
Yeah,
That's so
I think
cool.
that's really crazy.
Yeah, and I think it's also worth mentioning the game is. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's still in pre-release, isn't it?
I think
It's
think
not
so. Yeah, it's
official.
still in beta, I think, yeah.
so. Yeah.
And also for anyone who also doesn't know, it's free. Anyone, if you have a computer, a gaming system, PlayStation 4, whatever, you can go and download this game and play it. That's how important do you guys think that is to its widespread rising?
I think it's super important. If something's free, like people are just that much more likely to play it. And this has been spreading like through word of mouth like a lot. This game, like that's how I heard about it. Like people are just playing it in dorm rooms and stuff. Like it's always on. And it's all. Then they have the cross-platform play going now, right? Like where you can play if you're on PC, you can play with something on Xbox
so.
or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is really.
I think for
helpful.
that cross-platform, it's everyone except Xbox.
Oh, really?
Can cross-play, because I believe that Sony has some sort of deal with
Oh, okay.
Epic Games.
That sounds. I mean, yeah, it's totally possible. But there is still crossplay, which is kind of nice. I don't know.
Yeah, and now with that crossplay, they're just beginning to release a mobile version
Yeah.
of the game.
Actually, I got the mobile version.
You have. I was about
Yes.
to ask that. So how is it? How is
I only played one game and it was terrible. I hated it.
Really?
It's just as much as I love the game, as much as I play it, which is quite a bit. I can't handle the mobile. Just
Yeah.
having a game like that's built for a console, where you're using your
Yeah.
thumbs and your thumbs are covering half the screen. It's just not
Yeah,
fun.
I'd imagine that the controls are pretty awful on that. You have to with that game. There's a lot of like, especially with the building stuff. Like you have to usually like you hit like Q or whatever, right? If you're playing on like a keyboard,
Yeah.
and there's a lot of switching between different stuff. I imagine that's not great. Also, Did it run okay on your phone actually?
Not really.
Not really. What type of phone do you have?
I have a
Say.
6S.
Okay, yeah. So that's like pretty new. It's not the 7, but like it should run okay on there.
Yeah.
Did you experience? Was there like lag?
Yeah, a lot of lag, and when you're playing like against people who are, like you said, like on PlayStation, PC, and they're all they're running smoothly, and I'm going
Yeah.
crazy slow frames, like you can't compete.
And
Great.
well, I've seen videos of people playing the mobile version. There's like a pretty noticeable quality drop, which I mean I'm not
Definitely.
faulting them for that. It's amazing to me that they were
They
even able to take a game that's so popular on console and PC and put it on people's phones.
Yeah.
It's just yeah.
It did just come out too. It like came out like a few
Yeah.
days ago.
Yeah.
I think the mobile version that is. Yeah.
Yeah, so with that release, I would say for the next couple months, it's just going to keep getting bigger and bigger. And you heard about it here first on UMass Yak Back. This is the first time you've ever heard of Fortnite on this show. Hey everyone, we've got a really exciting segment here. If you've been on Twitter recently, you're probably familiar with this meme going around. It's the Krusty Krab versus Chum Bucket meme, where one signifies good, one signifies bad. So people are putting like MacBook and Windows computer and having one on the Chum Bucket and one on the Krusty Krab. So we're going to take that game and we're going to play that game with Sharon and Sean here. And we're going to put UMass things into that meme format. So let's just jump right into it. You guys know the Baby Burks, right? The food trucks. Mm-hmm. So between Baby Burke and Baby Burke 2, which one is the Krusty Krab and which one is the Chum Bucket?
I think Baby Burke would be my Krusty Krab, and then Baby Burke 2 would be the Chum Bucket.
Yeah, I would say Baby Burke would be my Krusty Krab, and Burke would be my Chum Bucket.
Burke, the dining commons would be your Chum
Yeah.
Bucket. Okay, that was in the categories, but Sharon, I'd have to disagree with you on that.
Why?
I don't like Baby Burke at all. I think the meat is low quality in those burgers.
Though,
Well-
at least it's not like random food that's like mixed in all together in Baby Burke 2.
What?
Yeah,
it's a
meat-
quesadilla. with
meat
Well, like, I don't
peddlers.
like the
stuff.
quesadilla.
The mac and
The
cheese
meat
and
peddlers.
pulled pork.
They peddle the meat.
They don't. Well, okay, the only complaint they have for both of their trucks that they don't serve clam chowder anymore. But like Baby Burke 2 used to have like legit like nice sandwiches like mac and cheese and pulled pork.
They do that in a quesadilla, though.
I don't want the quesadilla. I want
Oh
white
my
bread
God.
on that.
Wait, so there's no clam chowder though?
No, there's no clam chowder.
Wow. Is this even a school in New England?
Yeah, good point, Sean.
Thank
Okay, moving on. Another food-related question. I don't know if either of you live in Southwest, but this is about that location. Berkshire dining versus Hampshire dining. I live in Southwest, so I will jump into it. I'm going to say Hampshire dining is the Krusty Krab, and Berkshire dining is the Chum Bucket, because Hampshire dining opens for breakfast, which is like the best time to have a meal, and it's always just a little bit less crowded than Berkshire, I have found.
I gotta have to agree with you on that one. I like Hampshire more because they have the smoothies, and I feel like Hampshire is a lot more healthier.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, no, gotta say Burke is my Krusty Krab. Like, no matter what the question is, my answer would be Burke. Like, has to be the Krusty Krab. But Hampshire, it's not even as appetizing as the Chum Bucket. Okay, it's circular, and that's pretentious. Like, pick
Isn't it a
another
square?
shape. Pick another shape.
It's like it's nice.
It's a
You get
square.
to rotate. Yeah.
You go around, but it's not a circle.
I mean, it's not a perfect square, and it's not a perfect
It's
circle.
a rectangle.
So what
I
is
think.
it?
I think it's a rectangle.
That's what I mean.
I'll play devil's advocate. I actually think Worcester is actually my Krusty Krab.
I didn't think.
I didn't know
Is
people
Worcester
lived
even a dining
outside of
common?
Yes,
Southwest.
yeah,
Okay.
it's a dining common.
See, I only.
Okay, here's a relevant question for this discussion. So between Krusty Krab and Chum Bucket, living in Southwest and living anywhere else on campus.
I live in Northeast, so that's my Krusty Krab, and Southwest is my Chum Bucket right there.
And why is the Southwest the Chum Bucket? What's wrong with Southwest?
Okay, well, I've never really lived in an area, but I hate people, so I don't want to be anywhere near where there's like destroyed toilets and drunk people kind of throwing up in the hallways 24/7.
All right, fair argument.
Yeah,
guess.
I agree. I hate people.
Yeah.
That's it? That's
But,
your whole argument?
Yeah,
people should be the Chum
I lived in
Bucket.
Southwest last year, and I live in Central this year. Last year I was all the way on the outskirts, in Pierpont, the Dirty P down the corner.
Mm-hmm.
But this year I'm on top of a hill, so either way, I don't like people, and that's my Chum Bucket.
Okay, good answers. Let's move on to, let's get out of the UMass topic now, since it seems like we have pretty narrow experiences on campus, it seems like. Facebook versus Twitter.
Well, as I said in the last segment, assuming this segment airs after the last one we
we're
air
getting
it,
meta.
I said that I use Twitter a lot more than Facebook. But I would also say that I'm not a huge fan of social media, so I would have to put Twitter as my chum bucket.
Doesn't make sense.
and
It doesn't
Facebook
make
as my
sense.
Krusty Krab. And also, fun fact, Pearl was a whale.
Okay. Okay. Sharon, save us.
Chum Bucket Twitter, Krusty Krab is my Facebook.
Yep.
Facebook is Krusty
wait,
Krab.
what?
Yeah.
I'm going to say the other way around. Twitter is absolutely the Krusty Krab. Facebook is the chum bucket because Facebook is being overrun with grandparents, parents, at least in my experience.
So Alex, can I change my answer?
What?
Yeah, can I change my answer now?
Sure.
Because I just remembered, I know Mark Zuckerberg, and he created Facebook. Who the hell invented Twitter? So I would
Jack
have to demote
something.
Facebook and put Facebook as my
Okay,
chum
let's
bucket.
move on. Another social media question. Snapchat versus Instagram.
Oh, Instagram for sure.
Krusty Krab?
And that's my Krusty Krab.
Okay.
Snapchat, it's okay, but that has to be my chum bucket.
What about if it was Snapchat before the update?
Ah,
Ooh.
still. My Instagram, I have quality photos. Like, I'm gonna brag about that.
You can shout out your Instagram.
No.
Sean?
I will shout it for all to hear. I forget the line from Elf, but basically, Instagram story mode is the chum bucket, okay? Snapchat stories are the Krusty Krab.
Okay.
But Snapchat is the chum bucket, and Instagram is the chum bucket.
You know what? I know you're memeception right now, but I actually agree with you on that one. Okay, let's do one more final one. Real nice and simple. McDonald's versus Burger King.
Wendy's.
Oh yeah,
Wendy's.
Wendy's.
Okay, that worked. Sure, Wendy's. Okay, everyone. Well, that was our little meme game. How it went is totally up to you to determine. But stick around. We're going to be back with something better than that game. Thank you. Hello, how's everyone doing? This is a Rove.
Do I zoom in? Can I zoom
To
in?
zoom in, you have to like manually. Clear with this meeting, Eric.
I am.
You are, okay. Good, good. Now, Eric, I'm going to name some UMass things, and you're going to place them into that meme format, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so first one. Spring semester or fall semester?
Spring semester is definitely the Krusty Krab, and then fall semester is back.
Okay. This is the chum bucket?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Okay. Next question. Baby Burke or Baby Burke 2?
Baby Burke is Krusty Krab, and then Baby Burke 2 is Chum Bucket.
He's just saying that because you're
I'm staying here, yeah.
Baby Burke and Baby Burke 2.
Baby Burke 2 as the chum bucket, Baby Burke as the...
Really? Baby Burke or Baby Burke 2? Which is the Krusty Krab and which is the chum
Which
bucket?
is the one that has the cheeseburgers?
Baby Burke or Baby Burke 2?
Oh shit, I gotta say Baby Burke 2 is definitely a Krusty Krab.
Do you live in Southwest?
Yeah.
Berkshire dining or Hampshire dining?
I always say Burke. Burke Krusty Krab.
Okay, I'd have to agree with that. Berkshire dining commons or Hampshire dining commons?
Hampa's gotta be the Krusty Krab. No
Really?
doubt about it. I'm a ham person.
I noticed everyone who doesn't live in Southwest, or everyone who says Southwest is the chum bucket, also thinks Hampshire is the better dining.
Interesting.
I don't know if there's any correlation, but all right.
Hampshire all day.
Hampshire. Okay, I was gonna say I didn't know you had experience with that.
Big
not living
ham
in
guy.
Southwest. Okay. Why is that?
I don't know. I've always been partial to ham over Burke. It's easier to get food too.
Yeah. Hampshire dining or Berkshire dining? I don't know if you have experience with either one.
Burke as Krusty Krab.
Burke is Krusty Krab. That's
like
what
Burke.
that's what they all say. Or Hampshire.
Protect the environment, run campaigns to fight for clean energy, fight the Trump administration on rolling back environmental protections. I don't actually go to school here. Does that matter?
Oh, Did you ever go to school
I
here?
didn't know.
Are you familiar with the school?
Only in so much as I've been here for this position a couple of times.
Oh, so probably not.
Probably not. I probably can't speak to anything that's going on campus right now.
So I was gonna say living on campus or living off campus, but
Ooh,
that one-
well, I'm in a corner room, so probably off campus now. But the dorms are kind of fun. They're like hotel-y, sort of. You
even
know?
though you've never experienced living off campus, you're gonna say
I've
that's
yeah,
Krusty Krab.
I've stayed with friends off campus, and I probably prefer that.
On campus as Joe Market.
Okay. Wow. Why is that?
It's a lot easier to live off campus. I mean, with all the the rules, all the
Right.
free.
right.
It's nice.
Of course, no rules, no rules. And is it living on campus or living off campus?
Off campus overall.
Off campus, why? Let's see. A lot of people have
I
said
can
off.
smoke pot in my living room on my couch.
There you go.
That's the honest answer.
Gotta say living on campus. It's better because
Krusty Krab?
yeah, because you got all the food available. You're right here. It's really easy to get around.
Yeah. That's a lot of people have said the other way around.
Interesting.
All right. Thank you.
Appreciate it. Have a good one,
You have a
guys.
good day.
Thanks a lot.
All right. Thank you very much, David. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Thanks, David.
Check us out on Twitter, UMass.
Thank you. Have a good one, guys.
So, all right. There you have it. Anything you want to say to the camera? 10 seconds of fame. Shout out anything you want.
What's the account?
UMass Yakback.
Oh, go UMass Backpack.
All right. Well, thank you everyone for spending time with us tonight. We appreciate it so much, and we'll see you next week back here again. We're not going anywhere. Okay, wait, quick! Someone do something fun for the credits. We do the gourd every single.
No more. Not again.